We're going to take you out before you even get to the ring. We're going to go out drinking, partying, getting up and having all fun with all the hot ladies.
Fuck you women.
Oh, yeah. Plenty of fucking going on tonight. And guess what? We're going to screw you over. We're going to give you all the nasty-ass leftovers. And they're going to...
Then what we're going to do? We're going to fuck the women again.
We're going to fuck them again. But guess what? All those nasty women, we just gave you a bunch of STDs.
Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got it bad cause he's brown.
Hey, Scotty.
Die! Die of every disease known to man at once, you stupid bastard! Bah!
Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brett Keane from God TV Radio. Today I discovered, I just got the news, this has been in the past couple days though, unfortunately, I had a stroke. My stroke. I devalue and demoralize women. I believe that the feminist movement, they don't have any kind of brain. They're just stupid ass creatures that float around and shit and eat and offer really no kind of contribution to humanity whatsoever. However, I the master over manatee. Eat shit. It's disturbing. I come on you sometimes. Yeah. Bananas are manatees. Stupid ass stupid bastards. It's like Brett Keane come bananas. Bananas, 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 stupid bastards.
Warning. The Drunken Peasants podcast is full of comedic exaggerations, independent thought, insensitivity, and other offensive content. We strongly urge all viewers and listeners to keep their brains in their skulls throughout the entire duration of this podcast. Failure to do so will result in immediate death. If you wish to support this podcast, there are several ways to do so. First, you can sign up for a free audiobook trial at audibletrial.com/drunkenpeasants. Audible is the foremost seller of audiobooks today with hundreds of thousands of titles to satisfy all manner of tastes. Second, if you shop on Amazon.com, please use the Amazon affiliate links in the description section of this video. Every purchase you make helps to support this podcast's existence. Third, please peruse our merchandise and see if any of it strikes your fancy. We sell a lot of t-shirts, so we must be doing something right. One more thing before I go. To make an official submission to the Drunken Peasants, whether it be a video for one of our segments, or fan art, or a picture of you wearing one of our shirts, or anything you think we might want to use on the show, that stuff needs to be sent to the Drunken Peasants Facebook inbox. Please do not send correspondence, as this will be deleted unread. With all that shit out of the way, it's time to begin the show.
Coming to you live from the frigid armpit of America, this is the Drunken Peasants Podcast with Ben and TJ, bringing you opinions of the news from an altered perspective.
Fuck it!
Hey man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
What the fuck you talking about, atheist?
It's okay. You're nothing, TJ. You're garbage.
I just want to be liked.
You're garbage.
And now, here are your hosts, Ben and TJ.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 253. And not to sound hyperbolic, but I'm sure this will be the greatest episode of all time. Of all time. I mean,
fuck you, Ben.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just taking my aggressions out on you.
Oh.
T-shirts, man. We're selling that shit.
Yeah, t-shirts are still for sale.
We're selling that shit hardcore.
Manatees, macaroni, and cheese.
It's good. You're going to buy them. They're down below. You can buy them. They're good. Buy them. Buy them. Buy them.
Another thing we want to talk about.
Meet up.
Toledo, Ohio.
We're meeting in Toledo. 69 people are going. So far.
I mean, that's pretty good. We're still about a month out.
Yeah, man, we need more people.
And you know, I found out, like...
How many people could fit in this place we're doing this at, the Ottawa Tavern?
I would say easily 200.
We need 200 people.
Well, you know, I was looking earlier, and Toledo is on a major train route, so, like, any major city that has Amtrak can... You know, people from those cities.
So even if you're broke and you suck, you could still come.
Yeah, like I looked up Chicago. Chicago is like $70-something for a one-way ticket to fucking Toledo from Chicago. So there you go.
Toledo to Chicago.
You've got no excuses.
Come to us. Come to the Drunken Peasants.
There's a good chance we are going to be fucked up on a whole new level.
Yeah,
I agree. Fuck Toledo, but you see, we wanted to be the large fish in a small pond for once.
Yeah, man.
We've done these meetups in L.A.
We want to be the only thing going on in Toledo.
Yeah. We want to be the big thing going on. You know?
Yeah. It's gonna be great. You motherfuckers will show up. You'll see. You'll see how great it is, god damn it. Toledo is fucking awesome.
Yes.
You're gonna love it.
The jewel of Lake Erie.
The jewel of Lake Erie. The jewel. Why would they call it a jewel if it wasn't awesome? Think about that. Use your fucking logic, people.
Yeah, and Paul's ego will be there, and we'll bring his fat ass on.
Yeah, he's gonna be there. He's gonna be there. He's gonna be
there.
He's gonna be getting out blowjobs and hand jobs behind the fucking building and stuff. $10.
That's another reason to go.
$10 for the hand job, $15 for the blowjob. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah. If you want to know what services I'm offering, you'll just have to show up.
Yeah, you have to show up. Ben only negotiates in person.
Yes.
That's what you got to do.
So just keep that in mind. I think I saw Tommy from the Bronx in the chat. He asked if he's invited. Of course he's invited.
You're invited. He's invited. He should come on the show, man. Just come on, Tommy.
Well, I don't have him set up with the current Skype that we have.
Oh, well. Sorry, Tommy. Next week.
Blame TJ.
It's all my fault.
Go to the link in the description and RSVP, and if you know someone that's coming with you, have them, if they have a Facebook, which I'm guessing they do, add them. Make sure they mark as going, not interested. Going.
Who do you think would win in a fight between Tommy from the Bronx and Onision?
Tommy from the Bronx.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, dude.
Oh, by the way, we're also going to Video Game Underground, and I think we might do a quick shout-out, like, hey, guys, we're going to Video Game Underground now. If you guys get your ass to Video Game Underground while we're there, you're a lucky-ass motherfucker.
Yeah, dude. You're lucky.
Video Game
Underground. So be in
Underground.
Toledo, ready to go at any moment.
Yes, to go to Video Game Underground.
And just, like, wait.
Yes, sit
by the
in
door,
waiting.
Listening, refreshing our channel over and over again, waiting for the announcement. As you can see, Scotty Cena is back.
Yeah, we've missed him. He's been gone for a long time.
He was, last we knew, he was stabbed.
No. That was Ben Cena.
Yeah, that's true. Ben Cena was stabbed.
Yes, Ben Cena was violently murdered.
That was his brother.
I'm gonna fuck your ass, and then you're gonna be humble.
I don't think you're doing that. You don't seem to be anatomically correct, Scotty Cena.
I think he can.
I don't see a bulge.
I think he can do it. Don't doubt him for a minute.
Yeah, he's a scrappy little guy.
You doubted Hillary, and now look what's happening.
That's true. You're right, Ben. You're so right. Oh.
Paul Zigo.
What should I say to Paul when he comes on? What should I insult him with?
Oh, he's here.
Oh, shit. Okay, go ahead.
Said before you brought me on.
Well, hold on. Hold on. No one can hear you yet anyway. So
we'll take a second.
Yeah. Hold on.
Paul.
Fucking stupid Skype resets. There's no way to test it before the show even starts.
You don't need to test nothing.
All right, do a quick check, Paul.
Check 1 2. Hello.
Yeah, I would say that works.
Okay. Cool.
So now you had taken umbrage with something, Paul?
Yeah. You made an accusation that was quite frankly libelous. You said that at this meetup in Toledo that I would be, I think the direct quote was, passing out hand jobs and blow jobs for $10 and $15 respectively.
Did I get the prices wrong?
Yeah, they're free. They are free. Free to everybody that comes to this meetup. Handies and blowies.
No, I was gonna kind of like set up a little booth around you and then pocket the money. I mean, like you're doing it for free, but you know. Look, I'm your agent, kid. Stick with me, and you'll be sucking cocks of the stars.
Yeah, I don't want to dress it up with a booth. I just want it to be as salacious and disgusting as possible.
You just want to be a fucking cum dump in the alleyway.
That's why he needs to stay at the Lorraine Motor Hotel.
The Fleabag Motel.
Yeah, dude, the Lorraine Motor Coach Hotel. Oh God.
Motor Coach. I don't think Coach is in there. I think you added that.
Yeah, it's the Lorraine Motor Hotel, Paul. Get it right.
It should be. It should be the Motor Coach
So when you're not only while you're on your knees blowing some dude.
Multiple dudes.
Yeah,
let's set the scene correctly.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're on your knees blowing multiple dudes, and
Yes.
bed bugs are biting the fuck out of your knees while you're doing it.
It sounds awesome. Sounds almost as awesome as having a line of fire ants crawl up my ass and then plant a flag on it.
Oh, yeah, that's erotic.
Yep.
So sexy. Paul knows what sexy is. So, Paul, does Ashley's family like you?
Yes.
They like you?
Despite
Chelsea's family
odds,
does
yes.
not like me, man.
Really?
They don't like me. Because one half of her family is all a bunch of crazy Christians. And then, on her dad's side of the family, his dad's wife is a psychic. You know that? She's psychic. She has
So
powers.
you've got like the weird
And
fucking Christian shit, and then you've got the new age shit.
She predicts that, Chelsea's doomed because she's with me. She's doomed. And her dad, too. He doesn't like me either.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hold on, though. Seriously, what's not to like?
I know, right?
I don't know.
You know what?
It's like nobody's parents have ever liked me either.
While she was down there, her dad was like, Chelsea, I'm glad you ain't in all that kinky stuff.
Huh?
And she's just like, okay. Nice assumption, Dad. And then, I guess on my Instagram, when she was gone, while she was visiting them and shit, I posted a picture of, like, some, like, spanking fetish art, and I'm like, my girlfriend's coming back soon, picture very related. And then they saw that, and they got really pissed off about that. They're like, Chelsea, what is this? What is this? What about that time I sat you down and said, I'm glad you ain't into this kinky shit without asking you or talking to you about it at all and just assuming? What about that time, Chelsea? You let me down. You let me down from that time.
I've never really had a girlfriend until now who had parents that liked me, and I don't really know that Ashley's folks like me, but I think they tolerate me on a level that nobody else has in the past, like in-laws haven't. So, like my first girlfriend's dad, I came to pick her up for prom night, and he called me a little hippie faggot right to my face, for no reason. Like, I was the nicest kid.
In all fairness, that is true.
Well, whatever. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he was right, but that doesn't, I didn't call him a shit-kicking fucking hick piece of shit, because he would have beaten my ass. But
yeah, if not for that, like, let me ask you this: if you would have known that there was no possibility of him ever kicking your ass, wouldn't you have said it to him though?
Yeah, like if he was a quadriplegic or something, I'd have been like, well, fuck you. At least my fucking arms work. But that threat of an ass beating really does, keep your voice to yourself most times.
Yeah, gotta fucking kowtow to the idiots with muscles.
Yep.
The alpha males of the world, us poor cucked betas, just can't do nothing. Oh, it's so early in the show. Oh my god, fucking shit. Oh no. All right. I don't have a lighter. Give me a lighter. Yeah.
Impressive.
Most
impressive.
Whoa. TJ is fucking stone-faced. Uh-oh. It's cracking.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it happened.
It's still itchy in my throat like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But maybe I can get past it. Wait, if I take a hit of this, I can claim this made me cough.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Nope.
That vape hit hard that time.
Nope.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck you, Paul. It counts. She go suck 1,000,000 pounds of dick.
That's the plan.
Metallica.
All right. Here I have an idea for a new spin.
Time to learn something.
All right. So instead of doing a random Wikipedia page,
we're gonna do random wiki.
We're gonna do a random DP wiki page. For everyone who wants to check out the DP Wiki, there's a link in the description. They've recently moved to their own domain, so check that out.
Episode 111. Episode 111 is an episode of the Drunken Peasants podcast. This episode had one fat ass and one wanker. They played some stupid dubstep shit in the beginning of the podcast. They also did a shameful advertisement for their new merchandise. That sounds like every episode. There's the materials used. Trivia. They did a montage of the shirts they sold being worn by communists. The thumbnail for this video is from this very wiki. And there's a gallery of a couple screenshots from that episode.
See, isn't this information that much better?
Yeah, you're right. And now it helps people get into the show.
Yes.
Who are like, not necessarily initiated,
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel this. I feel this.
I'm the guy with the ideas, TJ. The guy with the big ideas.
Fuck yeah, dude. Whatever. I don't give a shit where they come from, as long as they work.
Oh, whatever. If you had an idea that worked really well, you'd be like, I thought of that.
Well, of course. And that's what you're doing now, so fuck you.
I know. That's
you can't criticize. This is exactly the same way you are, bitch.
No, fuck
It's
you.
like-
I'm
it's
not
like
like
when-
you. I'm nothing like you.
Why is it that when Scotty is not present, because they're usually the ones going at it, it's like Ben just steps right into the role. Now you and TJ are having a cat fight, man.
Yeah.
That's how it rolls, man.
Yeah.
That's how a fucking good show works like that.
Exactly.
When fucking one man is down, the fucking others pick up the slack.
Exactly.
I don't never fight with nobody though. I get along with everybody, man. I'm always a nice guy.
No, you don't. You're a cunt.
You get along with every you instantly become the best friend of every Uber driver.
Yeah, I like
where
talking
you
to
from,
Uber drivers.
buddy? I'm from California. Where are you from? Oh, that's nice.
The strange
like
thing
talking
is
to
that
Ubers.
you're the only drunken peasant that several guests have been like, no, not him, not him.
I know.
Anyone but the Paul's ego. Anyone but that. Please, God, no. All right. What's we got?
We're going straight into action news.
Cool.
Action news. That is so fucking epic.
Yeah, dude. Could be more epic, though.
CJ, that was so fucking epic, CJ. I mean, CJ.
CJ. We need a CJ shirt. Oh, yeah.
All right, so,
yeah, man.
So apparently the UK, they're leaving the EU. That's the big story right now. The Brexit.
Yeah, motherfucking Brexit, bitch.
Yeah. So here's some stuff about that.
I like it. I like portmanteaus, man. Brexit.
The dawn is breaking on an independent United Kingdom.
Yeah. Nigel Farage,
What happens
bitch.
in Europe doesn't stay in Europe.
There's some scary ass music there, dude.
Yeah, yeah. Is a little doll gonna come to life and start killing people? Like, what is this?
That's what it sounds like, man.
UK vote to exit the European Union could have
Is that the doll? She's even more hideous than I imagined.
significant economic repercussions.
And that's exactly what we've seen in the hours after UK voters decided to leave the EU.
I mean, like, their markets always respond to uncertainty. This is, like, pretty much an unprecedented event, so, of course, the markets are going to suffer a hiccup. The real question is, like, is there, like, sustained economic loss because of this or not? Because that's, like, the big argument I see playing out right now on Twitter and shit.
What they've been saying is that the English wanted to leave, but the Scottish didn't want to leave.
No, the Scots wanted to stay.
Yeah, so
it's very possible Scotland will leave the UK.
They'll have another referendum. Their last one didn't pass, so now they're going to have to try again.
So not only are they leaving the EU, but there's a good chance that the UK will just like be a thing of the past as well.
Can you just do that? Like, I know back in the day, like an entire territory just trying to annex itself, like that would be, like there would be soldiers and armies and shit. They're just going to let Scotland go, like, oh, just leave the kingdom. You go ahead too, Ireland. We'll just drop the whole kingdom thing.
Well,
like, what are they like?
Well,
they're very polite there, man.
Scotland had a vote on it a few years ago, like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So they'll just do it again, and then I don't know where Wales and Northern Ireland stand on it. I didn't look into that.
Wales, I think, leans for the Brexit, and Northern Ireland was against, I believe.
Northern Ireland was against?
Yeah, I believe so.
I mean, can you really call yourselves a kingdom if all of your little areas can just go, we don't want to be in your fucking kingdom no more. We'll take your land for our own. And you're just like, all right, whatever, go ahead.
Another thing that I've seen in the past, which is kind of similar, is that the French Canadians have tried to vote to leave Canada before. But
whoa, what is happening to me?
I don't know. It's retarded.
Why wouldn't the Canadians want the French Canadians gone? Like, why wouldn't they just let them do it? I'd vote for that if I was a Canadian. Get these Frenchies their own little space.
I think we need to start letting states secede too. Break up the U.S.
Yeah.
If we're gonna get into this, more isolationist mindset, we need to fucking start breaking shit up more. Like the South, that shit can just pretty much go. Like all that fucking just California, like 6th largest economy already. It could be its own fucking thing. Whatever. California's a country now. Maybe combine Washington and Oregon into like a second country. All that big desert region can just be some shithole fucking desert country.
Yeah, well, this is a really ugly picture.
Markets around the world plummeted, and the Dow tumbled more than 500 points,
not the
or
markets.
2.5%.
Please, not the markets.
500 is bad. And it will hit their 401ks because money rushes to safety assets, and that is not cash equities.
But a stock market decline isn't the only impact. Now that the UK voted out, it needs to negotiate new trade deals, which could take years. A major headache, as the UK is America's 7th biggest trading partner. President Obama offered...
Yeah, man. This is awesome. Just fucking like... I like how they just throw everything into chaos, man. It's pretty cool. Like, I like when crazy fucked up shit happens and the whole world's just like, what? This is the kind of news day I like. I don't like these news days where it's like, puppy caught in a drain or some shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. I like when crazy, major, world-changing events happen.
Let's take a look. I think...
There are 376
here's the split.
counting areas that have reported. So you've got just 4, 5, 6 more to go, and they are just down here.
Are they showing Northern Ireland as if it's an island that's not connected to Ireland? Like, I don't know. That looks weird.
Yeah, I guess they're just, everything else on the map is just gone.
They're just showing the UK, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, it almost looks like Northern Ireland's just like this small island.
On the south coast, a couple out towards Cornwall, and a few in the middle areas where maybe bad weather and difficulties transporting the things. But essentially, it's over. It's a done deal. And with these numbers, as you can see at the moment, mathematically, with what's left to vote and knowing the turnout is over 70%, it cannot be possible. So Leave has won the UK referendum.
I love how the turnout was 70%. So that means 30% were just like, eh.
It was very close.
I mean, I just wonder about the 30% of the country that just didn't even give a shit about even this. Even this wasn't enough to get them out there. We better vote on this thing. I mean, it's not just another worthless leader or something. You're actually making a decision about the fate of your country. It's kind of strange that there's like 30% of people who are just like, meh, shrug my shoulders, I don't give a shit. Like, be part of something fucking interesting for once in your goddamn lives.
There was like a few gray parts of the map. Like I think this area, like down here, the bottom's called.
That's probably like undecided shit.
Cornwall.
But, you know, or was it this time?
Cornhole.
All right. And then this next story is about how it could trigger another Scottish referendum.
Democratically unacceptable. That was how Nicola Sturgeon, the First Minister of Scotland, described the possibility that Scotland could be pulled out of the European Union after the people of Scotland had voted so overwhelmingly in favour of staying with the European Union. 62% of Scottish people voted in favour of that. The First Minister said it was clearly the democratically expressed aspiration of the Scottish people.
Yeah, remember when you had that referendum to fucking leave and I told you guys, like, don't stick with the Brits, they fucking suck? And you just fucking voted to stay with them anyway? Well, this is what you fucking get, morons. Should have left. Should have got out of there. Now you gotta fucking deal with this shit you didn't want.
People to stay part of the European Union, part
should listen to TJ
of the
Scotland.
common market, and she was prepared to do everything possible to make sure that happened, including calling another independence referendum. Now, it was only back in September 2014 that the Scottish people voted through a referendum on the issue of independence. That vote decided that Scotland should stay with the United Kingdom. Now, the First Minister says there has been material and significant change in Scotland's circumstances.
Yeah, I just want to gloat. I told Scotland to leave. They stayed. Fucking dumb. Fuck you, Scotland. Should have listened to my shit. If you would have, none of this would have happened. Should have quit that shit while you had the chance. Now it's probably going to be like a few years before they even put it up for a vote again.
Through her political party's recent election manifesto, she said, under those circumstances, a second referendum would be reasonable. More than that, she now says that her government is already preparing legislation within the 2-year timescale that the United Kingdom has to disengage itself from the European Union.
I can therefore confirm today that in order to protect that position, we will begin to prepare the legislation that would be required to enable a new independence referendum to take place if and when Parliament so decides.
I like her accent, man.
Oh, aye. That's a strong woman.
Man.
Hips like a breeding horse. Oh, aye.
O-I.
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 O-H.
O-I.
O-H-I-O.
Yeah. All right.
What else we got?
We got Bernie Sanders saying he's going to vote for Clinton.
Ugh.
When the day comes in November and Sanders has to cast his vote, to whom does it go?
In all likelihood, it'll go to Hillary Clinton.
When you say in all likelihood I would vote for Hillary Clinton, well, who else would you vote for?
Well, certainly, look, let me also be very clear, and thank you for asking that. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that Donald Trump is defeated.
So there's zero chance you vote for Donald Trump?
Oh, God, please.
How about Gary Johnson?
No. Look, I don't know Mr. Johnson, but I think...
Trump says that your supporters should be looking at him more than anybody else because he's the closest in offering to what you did as anybody in the field.
Well, I think when he says that, he does not understand the people who have supported me. The people who have supported me are not going to vote for a bigot, somebody who has as the cornerstone of his campaign.
I think you're wrong. I think there will be people who will jump from Bernie Sanders to Donald Trump.
Yeah, it's undeniable that there will be at least some
I think
people.
There's just too many people who are like, you know what? Fuck the establishment. I'd rather the fucking ship sink than support this fucking bitch. And they're just going to say, I'm going to vote to burn it all down with Trump. Or they will vote for fucking third party. I don't see a lot of people galvanizing behind Clinton who supported Sanders. I mean, he could sit here and say, like, I'm going to support Hillary and you should support Hillary. I mean, I don't think this message is going to resonate with fucking anybody that supported his candidacy.
Insulting Mexicans and Latinos and Muslims and women and veterans and African Americans, that is not the candidate I believe the people who voted for me will support. I'm going to do everything I can to defeat Trump.
It's like we got to defeat Trump. It's not even about electing Hillary. It's just about defeating Trump. Got to stop Trump. I mean, I'm just not doing that false dichotomy shit.
It's just kind of sad that Bernie Sanders, who kind of trailblazed his own way, ended his campaign just like every other Democratic second place runner, you know. Oh yeah, go ahead and vote for this fucking person that I've spent the last, year and a half convincing you is completely unfit to run the fucking country.
And you did a damn good job of it too. I mean, I pretty much already knew that anyway going in, which is why I was even so interested in the Bernie Sanders candidacy. But no, I'm not supporting Hillary. She's evil. I'm not gonna vote for her just because Trump is worse.
All right, next one. Theodore Shubat says Milo Yiannopoulos and Gavin McInnes should be put to death.
Good.
The more I look at the conservative movement, the more I'm convinced that the whole thing is just evil. Literally, the whole movement is just evil. It's been taken over by deviants and sodomites. What was once a Christian movement has now been taken over with the help and funding of secular elitists and has been infiltrated by deviants and sodomites. It truly is. And an evidence to this is Gavin McInnes. Now, Gavin McInnes is very popular in the so-called conservative movement, and Milo Yiannopoulos.
Whoa. Milo Yiannopoulos? Yiannopoulos!
You didn't even try.
Yeah, I mean, I suck at pronouncing fucking difficult names too, I guess. But even I fucking sounded that one out before we got him on the show.
Is Shubat not aware that little goatee of his is like an inch and a half too far to one side on his chin? Like, does that not... Does he not see that?
Maybe it's just the lighting, dude. Maybe it's just the angle,
Maybe.
Let's see.
And you watch these videos.
No, it's crooked as fuck.
That beard is crooked as shit, dude. Oh my god. Wow.
These guys, and they're very popular. All these supposed conservatives just love him. Oh, he's great. I love listening to him. They're against feminism and blah, blah.
It makes his whole face look crooked.
It really does.
I'm just like, everything seems out of proportion now because that's just like fucked up off to one side.
That was the immediate thing that my brain latched onto, and I really haven't heard anything he said other than the Yiannopoulos thing. Like, other than that, I don't know what he's saying.
Well, and they are promoting homosexuality. Everyone's acting like it's normal. And I found a video in which these two deviants are kissing each other in the lips. You can't make this crap up.
Kissing each other in the lips.
Oh, no.
Where is the lips? Whose lips? What lips? Where were they? What? Jesus.
But after seeing this video, I can no longer support this person. I will never support this guy. And the only thing I can do is conclude that this person is a sodomite. Gavin McInnes is a sodomite plant. He is a deviant, and he's worthy of death. You are lower than the lowest bacteria. Pigs have more decency than you, Gavin McInnes. Swine has more decency. They are dogs that have more decency. What a sick, perverted individual that you are.
Ugh. Lay it on a little thicker there.
I know.
Lay it on a little thicker, dude. Just a little bit thicker. I don't think you've laid it on quite thick enough, man. Jeez.
Yeah,
You're
kissed
a
a man on
fucking
the
insect.
Yeah.
You're an insect. You're less than a fucking flea. You're less than a tick that I pull out of my ass.
A tick in your ass.
You're less than flesh-eating bacteria.
Yeah.
Hey,
gnawing away at my penile glands.
Do you notice anything about Theodore in this picture? Anything stick out to you about him?
His mustache.
Oh, okay.
Go a little lower.
Lower?
Look at his beard, dude.
Look at his goatee. Is that not like an inch and a half to 2 inches too far to one side of his fucking chin?
Yes. Oh, it's like too far to the left, right?
Yeah, I mean, not by a little bit either. I'm not nitpicking here. It's like he made a conscious decision to set his goatee out of the side of one side of his neck.
You are on the road straight to hell.
Why?
Gavin McInnes. You are full of the devil. You are full of demons. You're so.
Why is he going after Gavin McInnes, who I believe is straight, instead of Milo Yiannopoulos, who is like totally outright gay? Doesn't really seem to make sense.
Because Gavin McInnes kissed Milo Yiannopoulos on the lips.
Oh, no, it was in the lips. In the lips, dude.
In the lips.
Has been utterly possessed by the diabolical. You are worthy of execution. You are worthy of death. Bottom line. And that faggot that he kissed, Milo Yiannopoulos, is also worthy of death. If I had the power, I would string him up. Put a noose around his neck.
TJ.
Put him before a firing squad.
When you gonna start ripping on Milo? And it's like Theodore heard you. You know, now we're hanging Milo. So there you go.
I know.
Any means necessary.
Hang him.
To annihilate these
high.
bastards. It's just so disgusting.
Fucking kill him. Kill them all. String them up. String up them faggots. Had enough of them. Yeah. Theodore Shubat, dude. What are you going to do?
Shubat.
I just want to fucking... I think he should just be tied up and like a big butt plug should be shoved up his ass, and then he should just have to do like a court jester routine to random passersby.
With a butt plug in his ass?
Yes, with a giant butt plug forever lodged in his ass.
Next video, Glenn Beck provides a history lesson in divine providence.
Oh.
I want to take you to something that happened last week, 49-year anniversary of the Six-Day War in Israel. I don't know about you, but I didn't see a single media outlet mention this amazing war. And it's funny because it's...
Wait. Every media... Okay.
It's really hard to find a pundit or a military analyst that will go on the record and talk to you about this war, because this battle represents an inconvenient truth for the faithless. There is literally no way to describe this war if you take out one thing, and that is the power of God. Explain it. Nobody can. That's why nobody talks about it. Nobody teaches it.
Okay, maybe they didn't teach it because it's an inconsequential war. Like, you know, they're too busy teaching people about, like, Vietnam, World War II, World War I, the Civil War, the American Revolution, like the big, major, important wars that have shaped our lives and shit.
I mean, it has a naming convention problem right off the top. It just doesn't sound impressive enough to teach. Like, oh, yeah, because you've got, like, World War I, World War II, Vietnam.
And then there was
you know, these all have
the Six-Day War, you know?
Yeah,
the Six-Day War.
The Six-Day War. Yeah, the Six-Day War. They shot a missile. We shot a missile back. Bada bing, bada boom. It was over. Let's learn about that.
Because
why
there's
did
no
God,
way
why
to
did God
explain it.
intercede in the smallest war possible? Why did he show himself in the Six-Day War?
But not in the other ones.
Yeah, not the 100 Years' War.
Tonight, because I want you to have hope on, you know, what you're going to be hearing on what's coming, it is important for us to give credit where credit is due. We live in a world where we are all desperately trying now, not all of us, but the world is trying to cover up and explain away God's involvement in the world. If you read our history books, we are never taught things like George Washington.
Okay, the exact opposite of that is true. There is no evidence of God around whatsoever, and people fabricate evidence of him. It's not, there's so much evidence of him and it's all repressed. That's exactly backwards.
When he first gave his first orders after becoming a general, he said that all officers and soldiers not engaged in actual duty have to attend divine services and implore the blessings of heaven upon the means used for their safety and defense. What is he saying? He's saying, if you're not on the battlefield, you need to be on your knees in a service, begging for God. We've talked to you before about the dense fog, that as they are coming across Long Island and they're going into New York, there's no way to get across the river. No way to get across the river. What do?
It looks like they took a boat.
Yeah.
Well, all of a sudden this fog starts to roll in, and it covers their escape. It allows Washington and his men to escape while being surrounded on this front by the British and having British trip.
And you know what? If them soldiers hadn't prayed, that fog never would have came. That fog never would have came, dude.
God didn't just, zap their enemies for them or make them super strong in battle. He just rolled in a little bit of fog for them. In a place that I assume it's pretty fucking common for fog to be there.
Ships coming down the river. Miracle. After miracle, after miracle, after miracle.
Fog, man.
Fog.
The miracle of miracles. Hallelujah, man. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for this misty air.
It's not a fucking miracle. A miracle is when, like, the laws of nature are suspended and some crazy thing happens that should not be possible.
Like, if Glenn Beck bent over at the waist right now and let out a little squeaker of a fart, would that be a miracle too? Like, how low do you have to go before miracle just isn't quite applicable?
Well, if his fart distracted a fucking spider from eating a fly, then to that fly, his fart was a miracle, you know?
Let's go to 1812. British returned to Washington, D.C., and they set it on fire. The White House, on fire. Everything was lost. No way to win. Except a hurricane moves in out of nowhere. Rains extinguish the flames and force the British to move their ships.
Did the hurricane really roll in out of nowhere? You sure it didn't come from the sea?
During a time where there was hurricanes are pretty natural to happen. Jesus.
There was a hurricane. There was a big old hurricane. And that enabled them to win.
Yep. Came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I guess anytime luck favors us in history, it was God. That time there, that was God helping out. What about all the times that we fucking suffered miserable failure and defeat? Well, that was when we turned away from God.
What about all the times hurricanes have devastated entire cities and wiped out people's homes and shit? Was that God?
That was God, too.
Oh.
God was pissed.
Fuck.
God was like, fuck you guys.
Is that because we were about to let the queers get married?
How come God didn't just appear and say, like, my children, there need be no wars between you, for you are all brothers? How come God didn't do that? Instead, he sent a hurricane. I'm assuming that hurricane probably killed some people, too.
He put some mist on the water to cover George Washington's retreat across the river. Yeah.
Glory to God.
Puts everything out, and everybody has to run. The delay saved the United States of America. Now, I happen to read this as we are a nation that if we're humble enough, we understand divine providence plays a role because we can be useful, a useful tool in his hands. If we become arrogant, then we become manifest destiny and we're nobody's tool. We are just a tool. Wow. That's all we
really are. You derive a lot from that, Glenn. What I think of when I hear those two stories is weather. You get a lot out of that. Yeah.
Weather events happened. Therefore, God is real.
Fog happens around rivers, and hurricanes sometimes hit the eastern seaboard.
Congratulations. It's amazing.
I happen to believe, and not everybody does, but I happen to believe that our Constitution and Declaration of Independence is divinely inspired, and there's...
Yeah. Sure. Why not?
I mean, did any of the people who wrote those documents claim that they were divinely inspired?
No.
Okay. I mean, I think at least one of them would have said something.
Yeah, also, you'll notice there's no mention of, like, Jesus in there. Or God. There's, like, mention of, like, our Creator. That's it.
Yeah, well... Glenn can't talk about, the prophet Joseph Smith on his show openly. He's got to keep that on the down low.
So it's the prophet George Washington instead.
Yeah. The mysterious mist.
Yeah.
Mist. And that because of that and our freedom, if we choose to be servants and make sure that we are on his side, not looking for him to be on our side, He will help us with survival. We cannot separate ourselves from the plans of heaven. And we can look at things any way.
Holy shit, guys. There's a couple of fucking small fleas trying to cross a drop of water, but there's some fucking other fleas chasing them. I'll provide some fog.
Some mist. Yeah, cover their escape with some mist. What a benevolent lord you are, TJ.
They made it. They made it. They crossed that drop of Sierra mist and reached the other side. Freedom. Freedom, little fleas. I'm sorry, I have to kill you now, though. I don't like fleas. But for one moment, I was their beneficent, eternal dictator.
You want. But when you are humble enough to make sure you are on his side, he will intervene. And if you are humble and worthy, he will ensure your survival.
Why didn't he intervene when you got fired from Fox News? Why didn't God say, like, no, Glenn Beck speaks the truth?
No, because God wanted Glenn Beck, on an outlet that like 1/100th of Fox News has that much viewership. Yeah, he wanted me to reach less people with his divine word.
Glory to God. God is wise after all.
Yep.
Fuck you, Glenn Beck.
It happened in the Revolution. I believe it happened again with slavery here in America in the Civil War, and it happened here. It doesn't get any more obvious and clear-cut than what happened during the summer of 1967. Our forefathers witnessed the same things themselves, and they all said, it's the hand of God. Israel had 5 fingers, 5 miracles. God's not a bystander. He is attentive and
the 5
active.
miracles
He is
of
active
Israel.
in the affairs of all mankind.
So is
and
he going to
you.
tell us about the 6-Day War?
And he's
or
doing
no?
it throughout the world.
Well, is it just a bunch of weather events too? No, he's not gonna. On the 3rd day of the 6-Day War, a dust devil blew in from the desert and knocked off the general's hat, and that caused him to reconsider his battle plan.
Looking it up, man.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna fucking look at these miracles.
Time to learn something.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Fact checking Glenn Beck.
All right, so 6-Day War, also called the June War or the Third Arab-Israeli War, was a brief war that took place June 5th through June 10th, 1967, and was the third of the Arab-Israeli Wars. Israel's decisive victory included the capture of the Sinai Peninsula, Gaza Strip, West Bank, Old City of Jerusalem, and the Golan Heights. The status of these territories subsequently became a major point of contention in the Arab-Israeli conflict. So where's these miracles? I don't see them talking about any miracles in this article that supposedly they can't tell us about this without miracles. Somehow Britannica did it. I don't know.
Oh, strange.
Let's see about. I'll write 6-Day War miracles, so we can find out what the miracles were.
I hope it's a video of ICP talking about the 6-Day War.
Yeah, because they're experts.
All right, let's see. So, yeah, okay. Give me a fucking nice bullet-pointed list of these miracles.
Nope.
No.
Just a wall of text, CJ. Gotta explain why it's a miracle.
Okay, so no one's really getting into the miracles thing. I'm assuming Glenn Beck.
Why have
either.
God's miracles downgraded so sharply from biblical times? He used to turn rivers into blood and fucking, kill every firstborn baby of an entire group of people. Now he's putting mist on the water and making a hurricane kind of hit a house that happened to be burning. Like, didn't God used to shake the firmaments of the fucking earth with his anger?
Yeah, well, As we've kept better records, God's miracles have gotten less impressive for some reason.
Got it.
Who knows why?
North Korea propaganda film backfires.
Okay.
For Kim Jong-un's regime, it seemed the ideal film project. It's called Under the Sun, a profile of an 8-year-old girl named Jin Mi as she prepared to join the Korean Children's Union. The North Koreans commissioned Russian filmmaker Vitaly Mansky for the project, which they hoped would depict a worker's paradise. But tonight, fallout. The project backfired.
Everybody stand up and loudly say, "Congratulations." Can you say that? I won't say it again.
A North Korean minder is filmed, angrily coaching workers how to act during a scene filmed at a clothing factory.
Why was your applause so weak?
The minders seemingly thought they weren't being recorded, but the director kept his camera rolling.
Jin Mi is sitting with straight legs. Why are you sitting so funny? Like that. Sit like that.
They would come to the scene and would tell the people what they have to do, where they have to sit, how they have to sit, how they have to smile.
So surprised.
Yeah.
It's shocking. I mean, yeah, that's what a propaganda film is. I don't know why they hired some fucking crazy
Outsiders?
Russian director.
Yeah.
Like, he'll be on our side. Why would he be on your side?
So they have no one there that knows how to direct a film. Because they're like so fucking isolated, they have to get someone from somewhere else to direct an actual film.
They should have just kidnapped him.
Try to say more. Let's do it. Don't forget to smile. Smile. Everyone smile while your comrade is speaking.
And Jin Mi's mother and others at a milk factory appear to do just that. At a dance class, Jin Mi is driven to exhaustion and tears.
More, Jinmi. Do you understand, Comrade Jinmi? Do you understand or not? So what should we do, Jinmi, if you can't even learn these steps?
In scene after scene, minders are shown prodding, scolding film subjects to be more zealous.
When the teacher speaks, repeat after her. Yes, recover soon. And stop eating.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just utter fiction.
Just can't catch a break over there in North Korea, man. Can't even hire a fucking Ruski to develop a little propaganda film without having it blow up right in your fucking face.
Maybe they should have kept a better or more mindful eye on this guy. I'm assuming some heads are probably rolling over this shit.
Oh yeah, at least one person is now dead because of this. At least.
Still too gloomy. Do it with more joy. You can do it more joyfully.
The producer says there was constant...
It's like, there's just like such a huge emphasis, like, do an emphasis on how it has to be so fucking joyful. Everyone must be fucking so happy all the time, every second of every day, just smiling and happy and perfect.
Except for the day the dear leader dies, and then everybody has to be just apoplectic with grief. Have you seen those videos?
Yeah, like, you know, you better collapse in the street, you know. Oh, beloved leader.
Argument between the director, Mansky, and his minders. The North Koreans eventually scuttled the project, kicked the director out of the country. But the North Korean government made one mistake. They didn't keep full control of his footage.
I think the biggest fallout would be probably for certainly the people who negotiated and allowed Mansky to enter the country, and secondly, to the minders who guided his crew. They might be in trouble.
At the end, Jin Mi is asked what it means to join the Children's Union.
Now you feel responsible for your mistakes, and you wonder what else you should do for the respected leader.
Stop her crying.
Oh my fucking god, that's terrible.
I know, dude.
Oh, fuck.
Listen, you little propaganda puppets. Puppets don't cry. Oh.
Oh, God, that's terrible.
Stop your crying, girl.
Lucky her.
You love your leader. You love him. Yes, I love him. Smile. Stop crying. Be happy. Do you want your parents sent to the secret prison?
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
All right. I don't know if we did this one. It's Pat Robertson saying God will punish us for satanic abortion rights.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know, you know.
Let's do another one here.
Pat Robertson.
Thinking about it and praying and wondering, is there a message in these three tragedies? The name of the nightclub is The Pulse.
Mm-hmm.
And what came to my mind was, can you feel America's pulse?
So what they call sitting around and trying to come up with some connection and like working through my brain, how do I put God into this? That's praying and searching your mind for the answers. No, that's just making shit up. Let's hear
You
why.
know, like America's pulse.
Yeah.
No, it's a gay club, so they're probably referring to like a pulsing cock or something, you know? They ain't talking about no fucking America's pulse, bitch.
Does that nightclub represent the pulse of America? I don't know. But the state has been hit by three tragedies, and the shooting of the singer, what's her name, Grimley?
Does that nightclub represent the pulse of America? It's like, no, it represents the fucking music that they play there. Like,
it represents a bunch of fucking gay dudes in a fucking bar.
Yeah,
that's what it represents.
No, the pulse of America.
Does the fact that most of the people killed were gay men who like to take dicks in their butt, does that represent how we're taking dicks in the butt as a people? I don't know.
Maybe. Buy a bonus bucket.
It represents a pulsating, throbbing erection. The pulse. The pulse. Not the pulse of America.
Christina Grimm. The very first thought I had when I heard about it was it an Islamic attack?
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's been no reports about it. That story disappeared because it was overshadowed by the Orlando massacre.
No, it was just some crazy dude that fucking probably...
He had like an obsession.
Had like an obsession with her. It wasn't Islamic.
But, I mean, a guy just walked up at the end of a concert and shot her for no reason. The reason I instantly
there's a Hillary
considered the
supporter in this
possibility
fucking
that it
audience.
was a hit was because...
Or maybe it's one of those Hillary for prison shirts.
Just days before that killing, ISIS had published a kill list.
If they have martial law, everything stops. You can't even go from one town to the other town. So you're going to have some food in your house.
Oh, God.
And we have designed food. We've created it. We've worked with the best people. I'll tell you.
Man, oh, man, dude. Man. This shooting, man. These people, they were shot. These poor people, they're dead. America's doomed. And you know what? When America is doomed, you're going to need some food.
Man, it's so transparent. Like, it's so easy to see. You have to wonder, like, how he makes a living doing this.
Martial law.
It must be some very uncritical people in the audience. Like,
we are one crisis from martial law.
And if we declare a total martial law, our leaders will not have an election.
Are those solar panels behind them?
I don't know.
I'm sure he's shilling that shit, too. Anything that'll help you survive without electricity and food, man.
Look at his Jesus baseball cap. Like, him and G-Man have a similar style.
Yeah.
In office, whatever they are, because that's what happens with martial law. It's everything
I think
freezes.
it's very conceivable that this year's elections possibly could be postponed.
What?
This is the most volatile election since the Civil War.
Yeah, it's going to be postponed, and Obama's just going to be like, that's right, bitches, I'm president for life. I'm president for life. You can't do nothing. Martial law. Martial law, y'all.
Palpatine.
Martial law. Wouldn't he have done it earlier than this? No, he's going to wait till the last minute.
He's going to surprise.
Just when you think there's going to be a new president, you know, whoever wins the election, they're going to get up on the podium and do their acceptance speech. Obama's going to walk out to congratulate him. Then he's just going to whip out a fucking pistol and shoot him right in the head.
Huh.
And then he's going to fucking take the podium and be like, guess what, America?
New Emperor
Martial
Obama.
law, bitches. Emperor Obama.
You know what the greatest thing about it is that this guy operates in a completely accountability-free environment. So when it turns out that he's wrong about this, nobody's going to ask him about, so what happened to that whole martial law thing? We never even came close to that. They're just going to be like, so you got any more wild conjecture you want to throw out to my gullible fucking audience? Like, that's what he makes his living at. It's awesome, dude. It's awesome that there are people that can make money just being completely and utterly unaccountable for anything they've ever said.
War.
It's
Our
Paul's
country
dream
is
job.
on the edge of civil war. Just a few days ago, Jim,
It'd be fun to
police
just be able to say anything you want at any time.
arrested a woman in Texas, a Middle Eastern woman who had in her possession the drawings and plans of natural gas pipelines. Well, what was she doing?
Yeah.
What are they planning? We're headed this summer, I am convinced, this summer and this fall, unless God intervenes, this is going to be the bloodiest, goriest time in America since the Civil War. This summer and
Since
fall.
the Civil War.
This summer and fall.
Right.
Since the Civil War.
Once again, when this doesn't happen, the next time this guy's on, he'll be talking about, like, I think, wintertime, really, the guts are going to flow in the streets, man. You got to get these buckets.
Well, because by that time, Hillary will be in office, and they'll be like, look, Hillary, she's got all kinds of shit going on.
Yep.
She gonna be the end of us, and when she does end it all, you gonna need some bonus buckets, y'all. Get your bonus buckets. A year of food for just $60.
If God does not intervene, Jim, this summer and fall will be the bloodiest since the Civil War.
I want you to think about that for a second. $60 for a year's worth of food.
That doesn't make sense on any, what are you getting?
Just think about anything. Think about any food you've ever bought in your life. And
Like the
imagine
worst
60.
shit.
Yeah, like you can't buy a year's worth of fucking ramen noodles.
Yeah.
For $60 fucking dollars.
Like the worst, gray water hot dog from a street vendor will cost you $1. There are 365 days in a year. The math don't add up, people.
What is in this fucking bonus bucket shit, man?
Just big wads of waste cornstarch and shit.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
So disgusting.
It says there's 1,900 servings. 1,900 servings for $60 plus shipping and handling. I mean, that's hideous.
All right. Time to move on.
That's funny.
Pastor Steven Anderson. That's all I have to say.
Side. Let me tell you something. There is a full-out war going on this subject right now. The bunch of filthy sodomite perverts, and if you don't like it, get out of here. They're at war with us tonight. That's right. And you know what? If you're fearful and afraid and you don't want to stand up for the truth, just get out of here because I'm sick of looking at your cowardly face. Yeah. Amen. Not going to put up with it. Let me tell you something.
I mean, why is he always telling everyone to get out? It's just get out of here.
He should feel lucky that he should feel lucky that he has that many people there.
Yeah, I mean, take what you can get, dude.
So fucked up that a good little handful of people will show up, Sunday after Sunday to get verbally abused for an hour. What the fuck? Like, if you're having any misgivings whatsoever about what I'm saying, fuck you. Get out of here. I'm sick of looking at your motherfucking face.
It's war. You know what the filthy sodomites have done toward our church and us and our friends and our fellow pastors that actually have the guts to say what needs to be said? Here's what they've done in the last few weeks. They got our PayPal account shut down.
Yeah.
So that we can't take any more online donations. We set up with another company, GiveLet. They got that shut down.
Good.
QGive. They got that shut down.
Good.
BitPay. They got that shut down. They shut down our iTunes podcast. They shut down Brother Jimenez's PayPal account. They shut down Brother Romero's PayPal account.
He's probably.
They shut down.
I wonder how true this actually is.
I think that's why he's so pissed. He's like, man, they fucking with our money now. I mean, they want to go be sodomites. I mean, I think they deserve to die and all, but I ain't too pissed. But when you fuck around with my money... Oh, shit.
Screenshot.
Every pastor, every preacher, every minister, every fucking TV evangelist, they're always the most passionate when they talking about that money, dude.
Paul Wittenberger's store where he sells all of his films and everything, his livelihood, that's his job. I mean, that's how he makes his money. They shut down his Framing the World store off Big Cartel. I mean, the landlord of Pastor Jimenez is saying, hey, we're not going to renew your lease. I mean,
I do love the way that he, like, pretty effectively shuts down any conversation about what he's saying to the people that he's talking to. Like, not to go back to earlier, but like that whole, like, if you're the least bit skeptical about anything that I ever say, get up and walk out in front of all your peers. Be ashamed to be a human being in front of everybody you know. You know what I mean? Like, who goes to shit like this?
These people are dedicated. These people are researching. They're finding out, where we bank. They're finding out who we do business with. They're trying to get us shut down on all fronts. And you know what? Let me tell you something. I'm sick of it, and I'm not going to back down.
This gesture would probably be more powerful if you didn't have to duck down. Like if you could stand up proudly on top of the podium and you're like,
what the fuck?
Then it might be somewhat effective.
I did not expect that. Like I was
like hunched over though.
I was looking at the bass that's behind him. I'm like, I wonder if he ever picks that up and like rocks out with it. Then all of a sudden, motherfucker's like standing on the podium. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it would work better too if he cut a more imposing figure. Like he looks like he's about 5'3". You know what I mean? Like it looks like he probably should be standing on that podium most nights because it's easier for people to see him.
Maybe he needs a cape.
Sick of people not backing me up on this. And you know what? If you're not going to back us up, then get out of here. We don't need your help.
See?
You know what? We have hundreds of people here that will not compromise, and if you're not one of them, then get out. Amen. I don't want to hang around with a bunch of fag hags and a bunch of queer baits and a bunch of effeminates. Get out. Amen. Look, no.
You're pretty effeminate.
Dude.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, when he says the word effeminate, it sounds really effeminate.
Effeminates! Everyone get out!
Yeah, I like to see him step into the octagon against anybody. Get his ass beat.
I think he's more likely to step into the coctagon, dude.
He'll sit on the coctagon.
Yeah.
No, you should challenge him. Since you're a sodomite.
Yeah, I'll challenge him to a fight.
Yeah.
I don't want to hang around any of those queer baits. Those dirty, stinky sodomites, those faggots. I don't want to hang around none of those dirty queers. Like, holy shit, dude. I think I just figured out why you are.
In a million years would have thought when I was a child that our country would ever accept this stuff amongst Christians. You are insane.
You guys are so insane.
You think I'm preaching too hard? You have lost your mind. And if you ever say the word LGBT community to me, you might as well just walk up to me and just say, you know what? I'm a brainwashed idiot. I don't read the Bible. I don't love God.
I can see this being cut
I'm just a
up.
brainwashed fool that has my mind filled with TV, Hollywood, and can't think for myself.
I love how, as he's doing this angry rant, there's just like always this pretty little nature background.
Yeah.
This nice, friendly looking mural of like rolling hills and little happy trees.
And they got a piano. You see that?
And a guitar. And, you know, everything looks so friendly and inviting. And then you get in there and it's like, sodomite, sodomite, faggot, sodomite, sodomite, faggot. Get out of here. Get out of here, you fucking faggot, sodomite, sodomite, faggot.
LGBT.
If any of you here tonight think it's okay for a man to grab another man's pee-pee, his big veiny, hard but velvety soft on the outside pee-pee, and start sucking on it, just get out of my sight. Get out of my sight, you dirty fag hag homo lover. Oh, God.
Office. Go into my office
That's
now.
That's what the Bible calls them. Dogs. Dogs.
Dogs. They're man's best friend. What's your problem? Dogs are cool.
All right, here's some criticism. Here's a video entitled "My Thoughts on the Drunken Peasants."
Neat. Whoa.
So I was researching.
Guys, before we start this, can you re-screen share with me, because I've just got gray now. Some shit happened.
Well, you're missing out, man.
Oh, hold on.
I bet
missing
I
out
am.
on some shit right here, man. Oh shit. You gonna like this.
Maybe I'll just keep the gray screen.
Can you see now?
No.
Oh shit! I don't know what the fuck happened.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
I'll just deal with it. Go for it.
Okay. Are you sure?
I don't want to have to like reset the whole call, because then my audio will fucking have to be redone. Just we'll just troop through it, man.
All right.
All right, well, I'm just going to tell you that this guy kind of looks like Rafiki, the fucking baboon from The Lion King.
Okay. Thank you.
I watched The Drunken Peasants. And my answer is...
What is going on, man?
Kind of, but not really. And I'll explain what I mean.
Okay.
I'll watch The Drunken Peasants if they have somebody cool that they're interviewing. For example, when they interviewed Howard Bloom, I watched that. Halcyon was on. I watched that. Their recent one with Dave Rubin, I watched that. I watched one of the newest one, too, because they had the Anti-Bright, a YouTuber I kind of like on there, and they responded to Johnny Ringo. I think that was in the same one. Whichever one they responded to Johnny Ringo, I skipped to the point where they did that, and I watched that. But my problem with them, and they did this to Johnny Ringo, and the reason I have a hard time watching their show is they don't really...
This guy's like a fucking Muppet or something, man. I can't figure this fucker out. I don't know. I've never seen a motherfucker that looks quite like this before.
Get to the full, most important part of a lot of the videos when it comes to responding to them.
Yeah.
For example, when they were responding to Johnny Ringo, I think they only got to the point where he said, "I agree with you so far," and then they skipped out the rest of the video. But the rest of the video was actually the most important part of the video, where his actual criticisms of TJ come. And you would think...
Yeah, well, the video was like 30-something minutes long, and we weren't about to sit through a video that took that long to get to the fucking point. Because first of all, he played like literally like a minute and a half of my video, and then just came on and said, "I agree with all that." It's like, okay, why'd you even fucking play it then? If you got a fucking criticism, get to the fucking criticism. I don't need all this fucking context. I don't know anyone who fucking does. People don't give a fuck.
But a podcast that has over a day to get these videos ready and to review them would know where the most important part is, or at least have it written down and go to that and respond to that, at least if they can't get through a whole video.
All right, so like we get tons of videos. We're not going to spend every waking moment of the day watching just like hours and hours and hours of footage, and then
the kind of the whole idea is us reacting to the fucking videos, seeing them the first time. That's part of kind of what we do. So for us to sit down and meticulously go through every video and cut out the 29 minutes of bullshit and find the 1 minute of what you consider to be a good argument is pretty silly to expect.
Yep. They at least get to the most important part as a podcast that has over a day to prepare, right? But they don't. They don't bother.
Yeah. So I should be preparing the podcast all day before, and then the next day prepare even more. I need to be constantly preparing.
Yeah, dude. If
watching
anytime you're not preparing is time wasted.
Right. I can't do anything else.
Here's the problem with that. We're all fucking stoners and drunkards and degenerates, and we don't fucking have time to deal with all that shit. We have debauchery to do, motherfucker.
And then another thing that I do not like is how they respond to people. For example, when they responded to the anti-Brights video, they brought up a lot of bullshit things that don't matter, like he changed his voice, and they were dogging him for that, even though the Drunken Peasants does that all the time. Or they were, talking about how he gets really theatrical in his videos and really animated, and they're attacking him for that a little bit too, an extent. But guess what? It's called theatrics, as the Anti-Bright put in his most recent response to TJ.
These folks got the tism, dog. These here folks, they got the tism, yo.
I mean, he said he's seen full episodes of the show. Have you watched the fucking disclaimer that plays at the beginning of every episode of the show?
I wrote that pretty meticulously too. I really try to emphasize that fact.
It really kind of does prepare you for the fucking show, so that this doesn't happen, so that the tism doesn't take over.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, we're sitting here, we're making fun of videos. Yeah, I mean, it's not always a fucking great intellectual fucking pursuit or some shit. We're fucking on people. We're fucking on videos. We're just fucking sitting here bullshitting.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's always been about.
Yeah.
Been doing it for like 2.5 years
That's
now.
the essence of the Drunken Peasants podcast.
And it works, so we keep doing it.
I mean, if you want a different podcast, by all means, I'm sure there's other podcasts that are more suited to your taste.
The completely sober, highfalutin gentleman's podcast is looking for new viewers.
Views. And TJ, you've been doing it for years. In your videos.
Yeah.
You used to get really angry and animated in your older videos. And you know what? That was obviously hammed up to get views, I'm assuming, just like the Anti-Bright was. And it's stupid. Or when Scotty, I think it was Scotty brought up,
the problem is he's bad at it.
Yeah, the problem is that when TJ does it, it works. And when he does it, it makes you want to shut the video off. You see there's a qualia difference in the experience.
Qualia. I like that word.
Never make any money on YouTube. It's like, how's that an argument? So that's not even an argument. I'll never make any money.
Okay, no one's presenting it as like, this is a refutation of what, like, we're just fucking on him, dude. Like, we're just saying, like, yeah, man, you can't make shit for money. It's like a diss. You understand? Like, it's just pure ad hominem at that point. Like, we might make arguments separately from that, but that particular thing is just an ad hominem attack to fucking rile him and ruffle feathers and be entertaining. You know? You don't know.
It's sad that you have to explain something so fucking basic and obvious.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I hate the tism, man. That's why I hate the tism.
So what? Why is that an argument? Or another thing that pisses me off. They'll bring horrible pieces of shit, like, say, let me think. Brett Keane, for example, and they'll milk them over and over and over and over again. And it's
now you're getting it. Now you're starting to get it. Yes. Yes, we milk the teats of Brett Keane over and over and over and over again and spin it into gold. It's what we do.
Or at least
you're starting to come around.
Yeah, we're like the Rumpelstiltskins of Brett Keane.
He's just a big boulder, and we chisel him into fucking beautiful statues.
Until it's not even funny. It's like beating a dead horse. At least for me, I mean, I don't know. I only watch the Drunken Peasants if there's somebody who's I have a lot of respect for, who I want to hear respond to
I
something.
only watch the Drunken
until they're
Peasants when there's something intellectual that stimulates my intellect. Oh, good for you. Move along. Like what else? What else you got?
Someone in the chat said, I'm pretty sure TJ has Asperger's, but they spelled it like ASS space BURGERS. Asperger's.
Yeah. I love the Asperger's.
It's a restaurant chain. It should be anyway.
Hey, we got 73 people coming in.
Yeah, we got more. Dude,
sweet.
We will be the best thing in Toledo. We'll probably even make the news.
I don't know about that.
They'll have a parade. You know what?
Parade in our honor, key to the city.
After I joked around about that, I had a dream that a bunch of our fans who drove out there just like made their cars into a parade.
That's crazy because you don't even usually have dreams.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah. A parade in our honor.
Maybe one day. You never know.
Dude, Ben just revealed his life's dream, dude. He wants a ticker tape parade in his hometown.
No. I don't care where it is. It could be anywhere.
Anywhere.
Just a parade?
I just want a parade in my honor.
Get us. Yeah, we need a parade.
I would like to avoid a parade at all costs.
No,
I don't think I've ever been to a parade where I was like, man, this is a fucking awesome parade.
No.
You've never been in the parade.
No. Yeah, Paul now has to be the grand marshal of the parade. So it's his responsibility. What?
All you gotta do is sit in a fucking. All you gotta do is sit in a float and wave to people.
Yeah.
That sounds awful. That sounds like I can think of at least 20 things I'd rather be doing.
What if we give you pizza? What if you have pizza sitting next to you?
I'm still sitting on top of a float in the sun, waving at idiots. So
well, what if we
I could eat pizza and smoke weed in my computer chair.
What if we give you? What if we give you your computer chair and we also give you like a canopy that you can sit under?
Okay.
And you only have to wave like half the time. How about that?
You're getting closer. Is there free ice cold beer for me? Okay, free ice cold beer.
And there's
is it done? Is the parade done at a time of year where I'm not going to be fucking sweltering in some horrible?
What a fucking diva! Fuck you, man. We don't even want you.
Sure, whatever.
Basically, if you just got to lift me out of my current comfort level and put me on a float with free beer, I'll do that.
We're gonna tell him all this shit. He's gonna show up and be like, "Yeah, you got to stand on this hot float." Fucking wave to people. Just get him on the float, and then it starts going. It's like it's going now. Nothing you can do.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't bring sunscreen, did you? You're gonna wish you did.
Now all we got to do is get a big enough fan base to actually have a parade, and we're good.
Fuck that, dude. Let's just get like 6 cars together. They can like put signs on them that say like honk if you like DP and try to get people to like honk at it because they'll be like DP, fuck yeah,
People are saying I'm a diva in the chat. Look, that's the opposite. I'm not asking for a bowl of all white M&Ms and a bottle of Chablis. I'm asking to be comfortable. That's the whole idea of going to a parade, right? Is that you get something in exchange for going to that. I've never once attended a parade and left that transaction thinking I got the good deal. Never. I've never gone to a parade and been like, man, holy fuck, am I glad I went to that fucking parade.
You know what? I've never attended a parade, and the only way I will is if it's in my honor. So there you go, Paul.
Wow.
You gotta go to Mardi Gras, man. You catch beads and shit.
Okay, yeah.
And girls show their tits, too.
Well, that happens.
Yeah. Tits and beads.
Beads and tits and beads.
Yeah. See, that sounds like the type of parade where, the experience would be worth me standing around for fucking hours in the hot sun watching boring shit go by.
If you were on a Mardi Gras float, you can fucking make women show their tits just to throw them beads.
See, okay, so let's do the fucking thing and let's do it on Mardi Gras. We'll just have a float there.
Yeah, we'll just have a DP float and we'll just all be on it.
What do you got to do to get a float in Mardi Gras, man?
I don't know. We probably have to give some fucking city council or some shit a bunch of money.
Oh God.
Maybe we can get our fans to go fund it or something.
So now we got 75 going.
Sweet.
75 going. I think
we need 200 people.
we're gonna show up. I'll tell you what. Like, just wait. We're gonna be in rare form when we show up to this thing. That's another reason you have to come.
Yeah, dude.
We're gonna be in very rare form. We're gonna move on from this guy, or do you want to listen to him some more?
No, I don't.
All right.
I never want to see him again.
Why not? I can't imagine why. Why wouldn't you get to the meat of his argument, TJ?
Yeah, I'm sure it's meaty.
Here are Diamond and Silk, the two black women that support Donald Trump.
Yeah, I remember Diamond and Silk, dude.
Yeah.
I don't need a reminder of who Diamond and Silk are.
Hey, y'all. So we just landed here in Pennsylvania, and there is no way I'm going to be able to get me any rest without getting one woman straight today, and that's Hillary Rotten Clinton. Now, Hillary Rotten Clinton wanted to call everybody a fraud. Well, according to Michael Cohen, when he was on the Aaron Burnett show, he stated that the Clinton Foundation raised $100 million for a hospital to be built in Haiti, and the hospital was never built. Hillary, where is the...
I love, it must be, man, I want to just be this chick that doesn't have to actually, like, do any of the ranting. She just has to go, what? Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah,
that sounds like a fucking hell of a job, dude.
It's called a hype man. I always wanted to be a hype man, like, because, you know, I can't really rap good enough to be an actual rapper, but I think I could stand back and go, yeah, give me a... Whoa! Ha! You know what I mean? I can do that. So.
Sweet. Fuck yeah. You can do that during my rap when I'm poning your ass. Ah. Okay. No.
Money, girl! Where's the money at? Where's it at? Yeah, I looked to my left. I couldn't find no money. I looked to my right. I still couldn't find no money. I looked all around and upside down. I still couldn't find no money. Where is the money? Then I looked out.
Where's the money, Hillary?
Scam artist Hillary.
Brett should do some political videos. Go after Hillary and shit, Brett.
He's taken stabs at it, but because he's so incapable of settling on an ideology, he never really found his footing with political videos. Like, because he'll come out one day and say something completely, like, ultra fucking liberal, and then the next day he'll be arguing for something super fucking conservative, and it's not in like a I have differing political views way. It's a I'm trying to decide which way the wind is blowing way. It would be kind of fun to see him try again, though.
There's a bird. There's a plane. It ain't Superman. It's Hillary Rotten Clinton flying her team across the country using $70 million to do it. And then you want to call our man a fraud? Who's the fraud now, girl? And then you have the nerves to call somebody unfit. When you need to look at yourself because you are unfit. You are so unfit.
Okay.
Wow.
Diamond and Silk suck.
Yeah.
They're too loud, they're extremely obnoxious, and I can't stand the grating sounds of their horrible voices.
All right. This says The Awesome Atheist, an amazing atheist parody.
Okay.
So this is supposed to be a parody of you.
All right.
I'm the awesome atheist.
Looks just like you.
And I'm here to tell you, I scream into a camera once a week and I make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year.
You know, you always make videos in a dark room with a flashlight shining at your face.
I do.
Always.
And I always have this faraway, distant, creepy look in my eyes. Like I'm gonna fucking just butcher a bunch of people. I always have that going on.
I remember, I'm gonna be honest, I remember a few videos like that on old Amazing Atheist, like
so
circa
maybe
2007.
Maybe this is an old parody.
Yeah, maybe. Not like this. I can't even see this video, so I don't know if it. But I remember you being kind of like you. Every once in a while, you drop this like brooding video where it was like, once again, I'm up. It's the middle of the night. Everybody else is asleep, but my mind just won't let me sleep. It was that kind
That's
of
the free market telling me I'm good.
Yeah, I don't really
My
make those
friends
anymore.
call me PJ, and my fans say that I sound no different than any other generic skeptic atheist out there. And that's a compliment. That shows you how good I am. My views could be universalized to any others. And I'm here to deliver us from the dark ages that religion and feminism have brought us into. Feminism is cancer. The religious people keep you brainwashed. Jesus is just like Santa. Now, I know South Park did that theme to death in the 90s, but you can't hear it enough. People can't become atheists on...
You know what? I've made a decision, TJ.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have to fire you and replace you with this guy.
Well, he is clearly superior at what I do.
Yes.
Yeah. Because remember how I'm always saying Jesus is Santa, like, all the time?
Yeah.
Like, I never shut up about it. I'm like a fucking parrot, just like, rah, Jesus is Santa, rah.
He does you better than you do you.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, I thought we were watching an Amazing Atheist video for a second. That's how believable this is.
Until you realized it was clearly superior.
Yeah, then I'm like, you know, there's no way this can be an Amazing Atheist video because it's just too good. Just too fucking good. Like, I can't even believe the level of skill that he's brought to this character, you know? I've tried, Lance Sloan, professional actor, to make the Amazing Atheist character my own for years now, but obviously I was not born to play this role. It was this guy.
Around, they need my help.
Yeah.
To bring them to the light. And I'll tell you what, there's something going down, something that's going to destroy Western civilization. It's worse than the Cuban missing Christ.
All right, if I'm ever shot, this guy is the prime suspect. I'm just looking at them eyes, and, like, this looks like the kind of motherfucker that would walk up to me and be like, Amazing Atheist, time to die. So, prime suspect, if I'm ever killed, this guy. Remember that shit. Remember this, everybody. This is the guy right here. He did it.
That's the dude gonna do it?
I'm not saying he's gonna do it, but if it happens, he should be investigated first.
He should be questioned.
He should at least be questioned, yes.
Crisis. It's worse than the Cold War. I'll tell you what, this is awful. They're remaking Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters with women in
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters. They're remaking Ghostbusters with women's. That's how I talk. I'm the amazing Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters. We're gonna make the Ghostbusters women. No. Yeah.
I do. This is like any bad impression. It's just like, and ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to do George Carlin. Googly blah blah blah. Blah blah.
Well, this.
I'm gonna do my impression of Paul Ziegler. I'm Paul Ziegler. I'm fat. Situation individual.
That's what I was saying. This guy could team up with Brett.
I do Shakespeare because I'm Paul's ego. I'm so artistic. I'm a theater fag because I'm Paul's ego. It's like, yeah, all right. Whatever. Yay, Wild Bill. All right.
Hello, everybody. Wild Bill for America here with a reminder that the incident that triggered America's original war for independence was when the British decided to confiscate privately owned firearms. The right to keep and bear arms.
No. I'm pretty sure that wasn't why. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I was part of it. That was certainly not the reason, though. I mean, that wasn't what I was taught anyway. Wasn't what I've read anywhere. Maybe in a conservative history of America, you read that. All right.
Is vital for the preservation of American freedom. As a 20-year law enforcement veteran,
he's got like some fucking Oakleys hanging from his collar too. Wish you could see it, Paul.
I can tell you that private gun ownership is one of the most important crime deterrents in America. Another great crime deterrent is a moral education so that the youth grow up to be responsible men and women.
I just realized that he's got a fucking bucket head. I got a melon head, so it's not like I could talk too much, but this motherfucker's got a bucket head from hell.
But moral education was stomped out years ago by the same liberal extremists who now say they're going to ban the firearm.
Man, these one-note motherfuckers, dude. How many fucking motherfuckers on this show do we watch that are just one-note motherfuckers? You always know what they're going to say. Wild Bill's always going to come up and be like, these fucking he's always going to fucking have some bullshit that never happened, like, you know, they're going to replace the American flag with the gay flag. Already done it in 12 counties. You know, and then it's gonna be like, oh, well, you know, it's because the liberals are doing it and they're brainwashing our kids. It's always the same fucking shit. Bullshit followed by the liberals done it. Bullshit followed by the liberals done it. Fucking vigilant Christian. Oh, look at this entertaining thing. It's Satan. You know, it's like fucking so formulaic, so generic. You fucking say the same goddamn fucking thing in every goddamn motherfucking video. You have no original thoughts. You don't even have an ability to fucking think. All you do is you just fucking regurgitate the same fucking horse shit over and over and over again, so the same fucking 5,000 morons or however many views you get on a video can sit there and be like, yep, thumbs up, you done.
Oh, Bill.
He done did it again. He done did it again. He knows what.
I keep on thinking he's gonna jump the shark, but he's just on message every video. Every video, it's all the Muslims, the liberals, and the gays, man. That's what I want to hear.
All right, we'll move on. Next video, I think this is a video from a guy who thinks that they should put lithium in drinking water.
All right. Let's hear him out.
Hi, I'm David from EnergyRipple.com. Today I'll be talking about lithium. Lithium is a trace mineral. This mineral is very, very powerful. The most notable thing for most people, the greatest use will be for depression, if you're sad, if you're...
They used to use lithium to treat fucking schizophrenia.
Yeah.
I mean, they still do in some rare cases. I mean, I don't know if we should necessarily have that in the drinking water. Maybe that's not a good idea. I don't know.
Just feeling kind of glum. Basically what this does is it has some sort of effect in the brain that no one really understands completely how it works, but it essentially makes you happy. If you're depressed all the time, it's probably because you have a lithium deficiency. It's not because...
What?
A lithium deficiency.
A lithium deficiency? No. Just no. I mean, come on. Okay. Fine.
You're a sad person and this will make you happy. This is just making you how you should feel, which is you should be happy, you should be, you know, calm and at ease. With that said,
I mean, is this a troll? Come on. It's gotta be a troll, right? This has gotta be a troll.
I don't think it is.
You don't think it's a troll?
No.
Okay.
Lithium is actually really good to take if you have insomnia, if you have trouble sleeping. It often just calms your mind and makes you happy, makes you at ease, and actually allows people to sleep easier. Lithium is actually known to lengthen your circadian rhythm. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's basically the day and night cycle. So when the sun rises, you wake up, and the sun goes down, you go to sleep kind of idea. Lithium has been proven to actually lengthen that cycle. Another really interesting...
How do you lengthen a cycle that's supposed to be based around the rising and setting of the sun? Does it make the sun set later? I don't get it.
Fact about lithium is in cities, they've done tests with this in studies, and there's actually been a study in Texas and in Japan. There's a much naturally higher occurring lithium in the water source near a few cities, and those cities have significantly less, we're talking 30% less, more murderers, rapists, killers, bank robbers, and suicides. I don't know, I personally feel like this is something they should almost put in the water. Where I live, we actually have like the highest quality water treatment plant in pretty much the world, but they still put chlorine in the water just...
Fuck with the chlorine. Fuck chlorine. What does that do? Chlorine don't make you feel good. Lithium.
Lithium in the water.
You get some fucking lithium in there, man. I'm gonna look lithium up here. See what the fuck this guy is advocating adding to water. Be fun. I guess you can play it while I'm doing it.
So the residents further out will be guaranteed the safety of water, and I think that's ridiculous. I think they should get rid of the chlorine, they should be putting lithium in the water. Other facts about lithium, it protects against neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. And
all right, so here's the common side effects of lithium. Increased urination, shakiness of the hands, increased thirst. Serious side effects include hypothyroidism, diabetes insipidus, and lithium toxicity. Blood level monitoring is recommended to decrease the risk of potential toxicity. If levels become too high, diarrhea, vomiting, poor coordination, sleepiness, and ringing in the ears may occur. If used during pregnancy, lithium can cause problems for the baby. It appears to be safe to use while breastfeeding. Lithium salts are classified as mood stabilizers. How they work is not specifically known. So, it's a pretty crazy list of side effects for something you're advocating adding to the water supply.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's a good idea. I love how his channel's all about health, you know?
What's diabetes insipidus?
I don't know. You want me to look it up?
Is that a new thing that fat people need? Because that sounds horrible.
Diabetes insipidus is a condition characterized by excessive thirst and excretion of large amounts of severely dilute urine, with reduction of fluid intake having no effect on the concentration of the urine. There are different... Yeah, this sounds horrible. This sounds like wretched and bad beyond all reason.
So you're like pissing snot, basically?
Oh, God. What a fucking nightmare. What a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, dude.
No thanks.
Let's read the symptoms.
Put it in the water supply, though.
Excessive urination and extreme thirst are typical for DI. The symptoms of excessive urination and extreme thirst are similar to what is seen in untreated diabetes mellitus.
Diabetes.
With the distinction that the urine does not contain glucose. Blurred vision is a rarity. Signs of dehydration may also appear in some individuals, since the body cannot conserve much, if any, of the water it takes in. Extreme urination continues throughout the day and the night. So basically, you have to piss all the time and you're always thirsty. Sounds fun.
Cool.
That sounds great. Let's put lithium in the water. I want to fucking always be thirsty and always pissing.
Yeah, because I don't have to worry enough about regular straight-up fat guy diabetes. I now need to worry about diabetes insipidus, too.
Insipidus. I love it. That's rich, dude. That's fucking rich.
So, you know, one of the funniest things is to hear all these weak-minded, ignorant, basically blind people talk about depression and mental illness. Depression does not exist. People who say depression, I'm depressed, depression is real, it's no joke. You've either developed this bullshit excuse in your head by yourself, or probably with the help of society and doctors and parents and schools and all. It's the biggest fucking scam in the history of the United States. And the bottom line, if you believe it, if you believe a friend has it, if you believe you have it, you're a weak-minded fucking stick. It's an excuse. It's like getting up in the morning and saying, I'm tired. Oh, I hate Monday. Oh, it's Wednesday. It's hump day.
You know, TJ, I'm having trouble right now. Who am I gonna listen to? This guy or like 100 years of science? Let me think, man. It's gonna be tough to make my mind up.
I don't know if it would make a difference to this guy, but they can actually, look at your brain and see the chemical imbalances that cause depression and shit.
Yes. Not that it matters. Is this guy wearing 3D glasses for no fucking reason? Why?
Yes. For no reason. You just answered that.
Is he a troll?
Maybe.
It just means you're mentally fucking lazy. I don't give a shit how much money you have, what your fucking grades are. If you walk around with this attitude, you're a lazy son of a bitch. Fuck the word depression. It's fake. It doesn't exist. Prove it. Show me a proof that it exists besides somebody who calls themselves a fucking expert.
Well, sir, that's going to require that you read a fucking book, or at least an article, which is going to be tough. What a fucking retard. This attitude towards people that have depression is not isolated to this type of guy, and it sucks because it has nothing to do with anything he's talking about, and that's scientifically verified and provable.
No, you're wrong.
No.
Sorry, buddy.
All right. All right, fair enough.
And if it's used as an excuse to kill yourself or to fuck yourself, you're just a weak-minded individual.
All right.
Situation. You're a pussy, Paul.
Right.
Depressed
Straight
faggot.
up, dude. I know, dude. Everybody that suffers from this well-documented disorder is a total fucking pussy, man. Because it's easy. It's easy living with depression, man. It's the easy life.
There is no depression. It's bullshit. Yeah. Just for the fucking mentally lazy, dude.
Yeah, a lot of people in the chat are saying troll, and I'm starting. This guy does stink. Like, why is he wearing 3D glasses?
That's and a YouTube hat. Come on.
Congratulations, sir. You've trolled me.
All right.
Hey, it's the Beast.
Joe here, and I'm gonna sing a song for you ladies out there that are...
We haven't played him in a long time, and it's like, fuck it, whatever.
He's gonna sing a song for the ladies, dude.
Yeah, panties all over the world will be dropping.
Getting heartbroken.
I'm gonna warn all you bitches out there. If you're not prepared for your pussies to be wet, you might want to fucking leave the room for 5 minutes or so.
By your boyfriends and all that stuff, and the girls that go out with bad guys and stuff. This is for you. You need a good guy. I will mention something like this at the end of the video. Now, here's me singing Let Me Love You by Mario. And trust me, it's a good song.
I don't know how much of this we should play.
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
He got away with it. Let's at least hear him try to sing it. We should probably pause it regularly. Do. Gotta pause this so we don't get copyright strike. Okay. Yeah. Sing, Beast.
He's getting really into it. You can tell he feels
I just
it.
don't get it. Do you enjoy being hurt? I know you smell the perfume, the makeup on the shirt.
Whoa.
His body is almost moving, dude.
I gotta be honest with you. The Beast can carry a tune.
Well, it's because he's singing with the fucking actual singer in the background, though, too.
Oh.
So he has that to kind of harmonize against.
Got it.
If he was just karaokeing this shit, I'm willing to bet it would probably be a lot more heinous.
You don't believe his stories. You know that they're all lies. Bad as you are, you stick around, and I just don't know why. If I was your man, baby.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It is like a story, or it is a song that he can relate to, so that's why he likes it.
Is that a big, divot crack in the wall behind him?
Yeah, I think.
I wish he'd gotten that on video, when he stumbled his fat ass into the wall and broke his house. I wish that was an episode of The Beast.
That wall had it coming, dude.
Might be coming home back to you every night, doing you right.
Wow.
No.
Beast is gonna treat you right, ladies.
Ugh.
If he doesn't go to prison first.
His head's like a fucking jack-o'-lantern.
I got a bunch of random videos of Scotty from back in the day.
Well, he's not here though.
I know. Well, that's the best time to play him, because if you play him while he's here, he'll get pissed off.
Well, that's kind of the fun though. But all right.
He just will sabotage it some way.
Okay.
I don't know. How about this one?
This video is for all the assholes that insulted me. Mainly only 2 people insulted me in this video thus far.
How old is Scotty here? 14, 15?
I would guess something
like that. Little old Scotty. This looks like from the fucking first or second year I was doing YouTube videos. So that would be 10 years ago. How old is Scotty now? I don't even know. It's 27 or no?
He's in his late 20s.
Yeah. So he's older than that. He's got to be at least I don't know, 17, 18, something like that. He looks 14 though.
But to the ones that did, fuck you. The reason I say fuck you is because...
Dude, Page Boy Scotty, man. It's Page Boy Scotty.
No, I think it's too much. It's more bowl cutty though.
We had Page Boy TJ at the beginning of the show.
He'd have to he'd have to like cut it higher and like have it grow a little longer in the back before it had the Page Boy feel. He's more like a toe. He's more like a toe head at this point.
You deserve to be raped, shot, raped, shot again. Preferably by the same person. But, in all seriousness, most of the comments that, that dipshit left, whiny dipshit faggot, what's his name? I don't give a shit about naming names. The guy didn't have a leg to stand on because he was just a whiny bitch, and it was just, this seems what he does. It's like,
I wonder what he's
goes
talking
around
about.
and just leaves comments on people's videos. And, you are stupid, you are a fucking retard, and I can barely speak. I mean, watch this guy's fucking videos, this extreme, whatever the fuck his name is. I'm just glancing at this shit. I watched the guy's video, he could barely fucking talk. It was like he was a fucking deaf mute. It was like, I expected him to, because he was tapping shit, I expected him to be like... but when he started speaking, I was really shocked by that. But he did speak after all. Overall, you know, to explain the other video, unless you're a fucking retard, I mean, this guy's a fucking... This gonna be on...
Okay, wait. Can I summarize up to this point? Is Scotty having an argument with a deaf mute on YouTube? Is that what happened here?
That's what I'm gathering so far. And he's just like, this guy's a fucking idiot. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. Over and over again.
And I mean, it's plain and simple like that. I'm not going to give him a serious response. They basically
Has Scotty's nose like shrunk since this? Because like his nose seems bigger here than it is now.
Maybe the rest of his head grew and his nose stayed the same.
Yeah, he must be. He must get fatter, so his nose has been consumed by more face fat.
You're not going to give him a serious response. I mean, no one with half a fucking brain is going to give him a serious response. And to expect anyone to give him a serious response, you're seriously fucking stupid. I mean, my knowledge of Islam is pretty fucking basic, but you know, my political knowledge of it is pretty encompassing. So I mean, I don't know what this guy's the leg to stand on with what a Fox News comment was. I mean, that just seems to me like, I mean, I hate to say this, but liberal whiny fucking nonsense. I mean, that's kind of like assuming, you know, oh, you fascist pig, fucking corporate industrialist fuck. I mean, that's so cliche. I mean, that's so overdone. It's just fucking pathetic. It just makes me want to fucking bitch slap you. Wherever you are, just bitch slap some sense into you. Really. Overall, though, I think that, my video was way better than the Gone Beyond guys, because he's a fucking pussy. And the people that commented insulted me are a bunch of pussies, too. And, if you disagree, then go fuck yourself. And they,
Scotty can be like that pastor, dude.
Imitate or copy.
If you disagree with me,
Dick
just
Cheney
go.
Or Vice President. Go fuck yourself.
Get out of here.
Have a good day.
Young Scotty. Pretty much still the same.
We also... There's the one video that he hates that you always have me play.
Yeah, what is it?
It's the one where he's like wearing the cowboy hat.
Oh yeah.
He's like cutting the. It's almost like a wrestling promo.
It is, yeah.
Are we gonna play that one?
Of course.
Is it? You want to play it? We've played it so many times in the past.
I don't care.
Yeah, I saw this little.
I don't think we've ever played it with Paul here.
Faggot ass bitch. It's on Fake Sagan's channel, but it's featured on his channel. Kaminoko 25 or whatever it is. It's this little fucking loser, has about 144 subs, and I have to laugh at him because I know so many other people on here who've been here on here, you know, significantly a shorter amount of time and have way more subs. They make legitimate videos, not just post Boondocks or Family Guy. But anyways, yeah, this guy made some video and he quotes Invictus and says this is a shitty work of poetry, and then a bunch of people point out, actually, that's, you know, a famous poem.
Because I'm having to watch, like, I'm watching the video for the actual live stream, and I just caught up, and I just got my first glimpse of Cowboy Scotty, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
How have I missed this?
I don't know. It's gonna be great.
He's
though.
also wearing wristbands too.
Yeah, he is.
Did you tell him to make this video or something?
I don't think so.
I mean, look at this little fucking faggot ass guy. He's just a little fucking punk ass bitch. He's gonna run his mouth. You know, I mean, this is the kind of guy that would never say this in person, because if he did, I'd fucking slap his fucking goddamn little glass jaw ass shut.
He just punched the wall.
He did punch the wall.
You know, that's one thing you're fucking lucky about. Because if I fucking saw you, I would kick your ass. I mean, far be it from me, as you know, that I'm actually threatening you. Because I'm not. But I'm saying that if you said something to me, I would like to punch you in your ugly fucking face. Because you're a little fucking bitch. What you fucking are. You're gonna run you the you're one of those fucking people that thinks your opinion really fucking matters, dude. Your opinion doesn't matter for fucking shit. What you are is some little fucking faggot that wants to open his goddamn fucking mouth. You know what I'd like to do to you? I'd like to shut your fucking mouth for you. Because you little fucking punk ass fucking bitch doesn't know a goddamn fucking thing. And you wanna know why my brother used that poem? I'll fucking tell you why. Because my dad's favorite fucking poem. And you wanna think it's a piece of shit? That's fine. That's your dumb ass fucking opinion. But don't come to him with a weak ass attack on my fucking brother. You know, you fucking little pansy ass bitch. What the? I mean, you the fuck guys, you little.
They're attacking my family situation.
This part is like a wrestling promo, and like how he's like pointing at the camera and stuff. Yeah,
dude.
I get some ass, so I'm cool. You're a fucking loser, man. News fucking flash. God, you fucking piss me off to no fucking end. It's not because it's you. It's because all this shit's going down. I mean, normally I would just say you're a fucking loser because you got 144 subs. You've been on it for almost 2 fucking years. Not almost 2 years, but about a year and fucking 4 months. You've been on fucking YouTube, and you have 100. I mean, so how many fucking people really fucking listen to your dumb fucking ass? Hardly any. You wanna know why? Because you're fucking stupid. So don't go insult great works of poetry, you fucking stupid piece of shit. You know, what do you think on that Shakespeare didn't know what the fuck he was talking about because I'm some little asshole that lives in Canada.
He hated Canada.
Dude, he was pissed when he realized that the name of the place we were going in Toledo was the Ottawa Tavern or whatever.
That's the name of a river that goes through Toledo, the Ottawa River. It was
When he saw Ottawa, he's like, what?
Ottawa was a tribe.
Fucking Ottawa, fuck that shit. Canadian shit. He was pissed, dude. He was straight up pissed.
It has nothing to do with Ottawa, Canada.
Doesn't matter, dude.
You little fucking bitch. God, you were so fucking pathetic, man. You're so fucking pathetic to me. And it's like, I only make this video because you're just so fucking pathetic. It's like, I can't resist. I'm sorry because, like, you remind me of this one guy I fucking knew. I'm not going to name names. And this is the same guy that like, every time I saw, I would resist the urge. Should just slap him across the fucking side of his head and say, you know, get some fucking sense in there, motherfucker. Use your fucking head for once. I mean, you make this fucking video, and you don't even
Get some fucking sense in there, motherfucker. Only Scotty can pull that off, dude. Only Scotty.
Man.
Oh.
This is almost exactly how my dad talked, too.
Is it?
Yeah. It's like Scotty curses similarly, especially back in these days.
I mean, you say, the Amazing Atheist poetry sucks. It's not the Amazing Atheist poetry. Invictus. I sent you a fucking link in a PM. I don't give a shit if you post the fucking PM. Later on, be like, you're probably easily frightened anyways, you little fucking bitch. Oh, you're fucking stupid. And then the next thing is fucking fake Satan. As you know, he has his little tip with my brother, that's fine. I don't really give a damn about their fucking little fucking falling out, whatever. That shit happens, it's fucking life. You know, the fact that he fucking features this video on his channel, when he says, oh, I'm not going to play any more drama, that's his passive-aggressive fucking pussy-ass shit, fake Sagan. Grow some fucking balls. You want a fucking boxing match?
In the chat, they're saying Scottawa.
Scottawa, dude. Oh, yeah, Scottawa. I love it.
I'll fight your fucking ass and you're gonna get your ass fucking kicked. They are afraid of you, motherfucker? You gonna fucking pull some shit like this? You gonna be a tough guy? Yeah, that's fucking pussy ass shit. That shows what kind of fucking person you are. You have no fucking balls, motherfucker. Because if you fucking did, you would fucking stand up and fucking say this shit your fucking self. You know, you post some shit like this.
Dude, Scotty knew about fake Sagan way earlier than everybody else.
I don't know about everybody else, but yeah. Man, these were the good old days, dude. Good old days.
Drama was drama back then, man. It was real.
Goyles were goyles and men were men.
Oh, I also have this video too.
$100 right now for free speech bids. Free speech on the internet. Give it a voice. Niggas, listen. Between all the abuses of the Bush administration, the DMCA making a fucking fair use a thing of the past. Any motherfucker to patent some shit, whether it came before his ass even exists. Motherfuckers just come along, feel greedy, say, I'm gonna put a fucking patent on that shit. You have a chance to change things. Nigga, listen.
Wow.
Pretty hardcore. Pointing that gun.
Yeah, like right at the camera.
Yeah, dude.
Blow the fuck out of that webcam.
It's gonna destroy the webcam. It was a crazy ass night, dude.
Yeah. I mean, and we've watched it before and shit. It's just
he bled on the keyboard.
I was there live. Like I was in the fucking chat for most of this night. I saw the bleeding.
And what was going through your mind?
I was worried, quite frankly, and concerned. It all turned very worrying very quickly.
Yes, it did.
Listen, you have a chance. You have an opportunity. Fuck them niggas. Listen to me. You have an opportunity.
There's an opportunity.
Yeah, opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, opportunity. I love how Galen, as this is going on, is just in the background yammering about whatever he's fucking concerned about.
I like how slurring though acts as like a vocal cue to just disregard everything somebody's about to say. Like as soon as somebody goes, listen, you know that everything that comes after that is going to be complete bullshit.
You can't listen, man. You don't want to understand the system. You can't be like that.
Here's an actual promo that someone cut against us.
There's only so much disrespect that one man can take. And his shtick has been taking time and time again. But to make matters worse, when it's by somebody that he admires. Listen here, drunken peasants. I'm Nova, and you're watching Nova Thought. And I want to make this video addressed straight to Scotty. I'm the guy on YouTube with sunglasses. Me, not you. This disrespect has got to stop. I've watched the Drunken Peasants since the beginning, and this is what you do to me shortly after I make my own YouTube channel. Sure, it gets no views, but...
Okay, yeah, we can kind of see why.
Does it really matter? No, I don't think so. So I contacted Vince McMahon. And, hold on, let me get a sip of my creatine.
Creatine?
Creatine's for gains. I make them on the daily, man. I make them gains.
His voice is like he's taking a shit.
Vince McMahon, and he told me that I have one opportunity to redeem myself. At SummerSlam. Scotty, I'm coming for you, man. I'm coming for you.
I think we can find a more charismatic opponent for Scotty.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty bad.
I think Scotty can do better, dude.
Yeah.
We just watched Scotty's promo. Scotty's promo skills are way above this.
Yes. It's
the
true.
only worst wrestling promo that I've seen is the Star Invader one or whatever the fuck it was, where the dude in the fucking sparkly stormtrooper helmet.
Oh, dude, that's hilarious.
Oh, that's the Shockmaster.
Yeah, the Shockmaster. There it is.
The Cockmaster.
Are you leaving, TJ?
Just for a second.
The Shockmaster. Dude just fell on his fucking face, trying to make a grand entrance.
Yep. You fumbled at the fucking goal line, kid. Congratulations.
Yeah, there was like a wooden beam that he tripped over, and then he picked up the Stormtrooper helmet again and put it back on really quick. But it was too late. All right, so we have 4,400 people watching. Please like this video. If you're new to the show, please subscribe.
Like it up.
Yeah. You know, there were some videos that I haven't played, but man, I don't know. You know, we need more videos, guys. So if you see any videos that you think would be good for the show, as long as they don't have like copyrighted music in them or anything, send them to our Facebook inbox. That helps a lot.
No, it doesn't. Don't listen to a word he says. Send cocks instead. No,
Don't send
videos. Send videos. Send the cocks to me.
Yeah, TJ actually wants those.
So does Paul.
No.
Tweet cocks to Paul.
No.
Hashtag
no
tweet cocks to Paul.
You better not.
Hashtag tweet cocks to Paul, dude.
Dude, fuck you, dude. Hashtag tweet diseased vagina to TJ. The more diseased, the better.
The bigger the cock, the bigger and veinier the cock, the better it is.
I'm going to be looking at dick for 6 months because of you.
Oh, big veiny cocks tweeted right at Paul.
Man.
We have a P.O. box if you'd like to send us something. Here it is. It's the Drunken Peasants P.O. Box 767, Dublin, Ohio 43017. We don't have anything to open today. When we first started the P.O. Box, we got all kinds of shit. Lately, it's been a little slow.
It's been more trickly.
Do us a favor. If you want to, send us some shit. And I'll make sure TJ actually reads your note instead of like...
Keep them short. Keep them short and sweet, people.
God damn it, dude.
Send candy.
I just caught up with the chat. There's gonna be nothing but dick in my Twitter inbox for 6 months because of your fucking ass. Oh, wake up in the morning. Oh man, I got like 900 fucking notifications. Oh yeah, that's all dick. Dick. Relevant. Dick. Relevant. You've done this to me.
You'll learn to love the cock.
Yeah, dick
Paul.
will become relevant.
You'll learn to love the cock, Paul.
Damn it, dude.
Hashtag send dicks to Paul.
You know,
be sure to use that hashtag because I want to be able to see them. So at Paul, but
so this
hashtag
is really, this is really hashtag send dicks to PJ, and let's just fucking involve or send dicks to TJ, and let's just involve Paul's ego needlessly.
It sounds like a win-lose situation to me.
Yeah, it does. It sure does.
Those cocks will be all the sweeter knowing that they're torturing you.
Fuck you, man.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, isn't it?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good one.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dude, fuck it. I'm gonna go check my Twitter right now. Let's
All
see.
right.
I bet I've already got...
I'm going to read, as many of you know, we do have a survey down in the description for this video.
That's a definite yes.
And what we're going to do is we're going to read some of the negative comments that we've gotten.
I love it.
For what people say they dislike about the show. I'm going to read the first one.
I dislike dicks.
I dislike my mic being muted.
The very first negative comment is about Paul. It says, Paul, who the fuck is this faggot? He's like a not funny version of TJ.
That was my critique. I submitted that one.
Someone said nothing. Someone said when it's canceled. But I understand you guys have lives outside of the show.
So it's really not that big a deal. Okay. Sometimes immature.
Sometimes.
I would hate to see the times when you think we are mature. How immature are you if you think this show is ever mature? TJ's micro penis.
Yeah.
Yep. Ice cubes. Scotty is an absolute cunt. He adds no value to the podcast, and I smile when he's gone. He looks like a douchebag with his sunglasses, and he looks like he smells like stale Doritos.
What the fuck?
Paul's Ego's anecdotes, information segment, not finishing stories. I want more Brett Keane unless he is still doing stupid impressions of the ego. Is funny to watch at first, but feels dragged out now. I really can't think of anything right now that really bothers me. Paul's ego being unnecessarily antagonist and anecdotal during debates. Nothing in particular. Breaks in the video. A break doing the live show is fine, but edit it out for the posted video.
Okay, we don't post it.
Yeah, we don't post our videos. They're automatically posted by YouTube.
Yes.
So if there's a break, it's going to be in the final product. There's nothing we can do about that. Unless we have to re-upload it, then I guess we cut the break out then. But other than that, I hate Scotty, Paul's ego, wrestling.
How often do we really talk about wrestling?
Not very. Especially not at this point. I mean, it's been a while since we really fucking had a big wrestling conversation.
Right.
Too many fucking Jews. I don't think there's any Jews. Scotty not dressing up as the egg bitch. Scotty's voice. Not enough scantily clad Japanese schoolgirls.
Look at this one.
The mask is annoying at you something. Fucking Scotty. Jesus, all he does is scream. I listen to your podcast as I fall asleep, but sometimes I end up jerking violently awake to Scotty fucking screaming.
You and me both. You and me both.
Well, I mean, like, if you're going to listen to something while you're falling asleep, don't get mad if it wakes you up. I mean,
dude.
If you want to sleep, maybe you shouldn't listen to anything.
Nothing. The DP Action News intro with the dog puking. I guess I can look away, but still fucking gross. Wow. How are you ever going to handle this world, you delicate little flower? I don't ever want to hear the Western intervention excuse for terrorism again, as it has no bearing on countries. Okay, this guy has decided this is the place for a political diatribe. Hosts interrupting and speaking over each other. Fuck you. Scotty and Schilling. The faggots, air, lie, whatever. Need more weed, dick, and fart jokes, maybe rape jokes, too. Paul, you got any rape jokes?
Not off the top of my head, no. Sorry.
Oh, damn.
I don't collect rape jokes.
The show, end it please. Signed God, smiley face. The information segment is just fucking stupid. TJ can never pronounce 90% of what comes up during that segment.
We've tweaked
and it feels more like a chance to fill time with useless drivel than actual entertaining content.
We've fixed that.
Useless guests, i.e. shirt guy and the guy with the dreadlocks. Patreon guests that sit there and don't say anything.
Oh, we've read this one.
99.99999, etc.
Go fill out the survey so we can read new ones on the next show.
We need more. More surveys. More surveys.
Feed us your negativity.
Well, they have to give us a lot more than that.
Yeah. Also, give us positive.
Yeah. Give us your honest feedback. It actually is valuable to us. Thank you.
So, are we going to do a post show? Or?
Might as well.
Okay.
Might as well.
All right. So, anything else you want to say before we go do the post show?
Nope. Like this video, give a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel if you're not already.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Peace.
Good night.